It's my vinyl update for February 2025. Hi everybody, and welcome to another vinyl update. Again, I'm going to start with a small apology because I meant to record more videos last month than I did end up doing. I fell ill again, unfortunately. Again, just a cold, but it knocked me sick for 3 or 4 days, which didn't help. Work has been an absolute nightmare. People quitting. My best work friend fell seriously ill and was rushed to hospital, so I was worried about her. And I had to cover her and do long days and what have you. So basically, my plans went a bit out of the window. I won't make any promises for March, but touch wood, I might be able to get some more recorded in March. But anyway, here's my vinyl update for what I bought in February. None of this I've already shown, obviously, so I'll just crack through. It's in no particular order, mixture of new and pre-loved. So first up, we have the new album by Rizzle, and this is called Competition is for Losers. So this is their third album. It's been a long time since their second one. I loved their first 2 albums. I bought this from their website as a bundle because doing the bundle meant you got a signed scratch card. So it's signed by the 2 members. I haven't scratched it off, but I'm aware that it just says lose, 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 because that's the whole theme of it, is that it's about losers. Then it comes with a double-sided poster. Did I show the gatefold? I think I did. And then there's the inner, and it's on a translucent gold, and as you can see it is that nice gold that looks metallic. It's sort of, unless you hold it to the light you wouldn't realise it was translucent. With the light top down, as you can see there, it doesn't look translucent at all really. So as I say, I bought it in a bundle with the CD. I have listened to the CD. Bit disappointed in the album. It's fine. It's not a bad album, but it's not as much fun as their previous albums. But I'm glad they're back, and I expect on second listen I will enjoy it more anyway. There's definitely some good stuff on there. It's just no real catchy standout tracks like there were on the first 2. This is an album by Martin Rebelski, known just as Rebelski, called Monochrome. So Martin is a keyboard player. He is the unofficial 5th member. I might have the numbering wrong, but he's an unofficial member of Doves. He's been their touring keyboardist for years and plays on their albums as well, but he's not officially a member of Doves. He's also a member of Peter Cook and the Lights. Does lots of other work. Has done film soundtracks and what have you. He did an in-store at Slice of Vinyl, my local record shop, which I will get round to doing a video about the in-stores I've done this year. That's one of the videos I meant to do this last month, but never got round to. But it was a fantastic in-store, just him and the piano playing away, and it was beautiful. And this is the copy of the album he was promoting. So he signed it on the inner sleeve, which is fine by me. Protects it at least. To Martin, many thanks, Martin Rebelski. And it's on white vinyl. But yeah, I'm looking forward to listening to that because, as I say, the in-store it blew me away. I was stood right in front of him watching him play, and it was fascinating. But as I say, more about that in another video. So a Slice of Vinyl, my local record shop, had a little sale, basically just clearing some stock that hadn't shifted. And I plugged a few gaps in my collection, stuff that I was sort of dithering about, but at this price was happy to pay. So reduced from £29.99 to £15. This is Bananarama Glorious. So this is a greatest hits, basically. Four glorious decades, curated by Sarah and Kieran. 1 LP highlights edition, so there is another edition with more tracks on it. Transparent red vinyl, classic hits, deep cuts and new versions with new singles, Feel the Love, Supernova and Venus Boys Noise rework. So basically I've got this for the new tracks because I have all their albums on vinyl. Which is why I was in no rush to get this, but yeah, £15. And it is transparent red, but it's a nice smoky, deep red. Really pretty vinyl, actually. Then I also picked up First Rays of a New Rising Sun by Jimi Hendrix. This also was £29.99 down to £15. Sorry, my speech impediment is highlighted. It's because I've been up since 4:30 for work. It's now 2:30. I've just got in from work. I'm a bit knacked. And I always start... My speech impediment comes out more when I'm tired. So yes, this is 140 gram audiophile LP pressing, remastered by Bernie Grundman from the original 2-track master tapes, complete original artwork, 8-page LP-sized booklet with rare photos and line notes. So I'm quite fussy with Hendrix. I've got all the proper studio albums, and I've got a couple of live albums, and this is, I think, the second of the posthumous releases that I've picked up. There's been so many releases that I don't sort of want everything, but I sort of want the main tracks, you know. So this has got a lot of stuff, you know. This has got like Angel on there, and Roomful of Mirrors, and Easy Rider, and Stepping Stone, and you know, various other tracks. But they're sort of ones that I know from an old cassette compilation or possibly CD compilation that I've got, and you know, they're sort of long established proper Hendrix tracks, if you like. So I didn't mind getting this nice booklet telling you all about the songs. Oh man, just on black vinyl. But yeah, double album, 15 quid, new and sealed. Couldn't resist. And then yeah, Gatefold's got a load of blurb. A track listing on my back, obviously. And then for just £10, this is the songs of Bacharach and Costello. So this has got a remastered version of a Painted from Memory album, and then a collection of other Bacharach and Costello songs that they recorded from various places. Some that they actually recorded, some that other people recorded but they wrote together. Lyric inner, again just black vinyl. Yeah, happy to add that to the Elvis Costello collection. And also, it doesn't say on there how much it was originally. It's sort of been marked up funny. It's just got a sticker on it rather than the usual slice of vinyl sticker. But that's fine. £10 is a very good price for that anyway. This is Elton John's The Diving Board, reduced from £33.99 to £20. 2020 something album. I don't recognise, I don't think, any of the titles on this, apart from the title track. But that's only because it's recently appeared a few times on one of the Song Pop playlists I've been playing on that game on my phone. Got it. So yeah, what did I say? £20. It's a double album. So lyrics and credits on the black lined inner sleeves. The date 2023. Yeah, don't really. This sort of bypassed me. This release, I'm not entirely sure what it is, if you see what I mean. It's yeah, it's because that's in my head the last album he released was the Lockdown Sessions one, but this presumably is a later one, going by the date, but I have no memory of him releasing this album. I will look it up, or you can all shout at me and say, you idiot. Okay. So I went to Bournemouth, well, Boscombe, which is a little town stroke suburb of Bournemouth, for a gig last Friday, whatever that was. 21st of February. And I intended going in the two record shops there, Snoopy's and Rose Red Records, but Rose Red was shut. It said on my website they were open till 6 on a Friday, and it was like 5:05 or something that I got to them, but they'd already shut. But Snoopy's I'd gone to before, and they were open. It's a funny little shop, Snoopy's. I like it. It's got a certain quirk, and the guy who runs it, he sort of looks intimidating when you're in there, but both times I've been there, last time was like 4 years ago, last time I went there for a gig, he's always been quite chatty, you know, and kind, and, you know, fine, if you say, you know. But yeah, it's it's one of those ones where it's quite a small space, just crammed full of stock. But I went through it. Unfortunately, I would say 90% of his normal album stock were exactly the same as when I was there 4 years ago. But in the soundtracks, I did pick up a Bond that I didn't have. So this is £30. I haven't checked, to be fair, if that's a decent price for this or not. But I needed it for a collection, and I was happy to pay £30 for it. So that's fine by me. So this is Moonraker. So I've literally, a couple of weeks ago, listened to the new expanded edition of the Moonraker soundtrack that La La Land Records released on double CD. So I am currently very familiar with this soundtrack. I believe that this isn't one of the best sounding Bond soundtrack albums, this original release. It's almost like it's, rather than a proper stereo mix, it's a dual mono mix, and there's very little oomph to it, apparently. I shall find out when I listen to it, but it's there for the collection anyway. Yep. Apart from the impossible to get, more or less, Never Say Never Again soundtrack, I'm sort of complete on Bond, but across CD and vinyl. So there's a couple that I need on CD to make that collection complete. And there's a couple that I need on vinyl to make that collection complete. But we're getting there. Back to a slice of vinyl. And this was a pre-loved that I picked up at the same time, I think, as those sale records. So this was only a $5, so £4.50 to me. The pick of Billy Connolly. Just a two-sided sort of best of Billy Connolly's songs and stand-up. Very good condition. You know, this you can quite easily find this in a charity shop for £1, but it almost inevitably would be beat up. So happy to pay a bit more for mint or near mint copy. I think this is the first Billy Connolly I've got on vinyl. Got plenty of his DVDs. I like him, and I appreciate his skill and his talent and why he's considered one of the best stand-ups, but I don't love him, if you see what I mean. You know, there's just that something that I don't quite love him. You know, I wouldn't put him in probably even my top 20, but I still enjoy him and, as I say, appreciate his talent. Okay, next two are the new anniversary reissue of the Pretty Reckless's second album, Going to Hell. Be warned for the next two, if you are offended by scantily clad, even less than scantily clad images of women, look away. But yeah, so this is sort of like the standard reissue. Both of these I bought from the Pretty Reckless's web store. I have this album on vinyl. I collect them on both vinyl and CD. But I have this album on vinyl, but it was a Record Store Day release from a few years back on a picture disc. So when it was announced, I wanted to get it on proper vinyl, if you like. So this standard release is on a white and purple marble vinyl. So it is, you know, white and purple. It's because it's white and purple, it's almost like a lilac colour rather than white, which is fine by me. Personally, I would have liked the marbling to be a bit deeper and more obvious, but that's just personal taste. But yeah, it is what it says it is, and very nice it is too. I would have been happy just getting that, but there was also a more limited deluxe book pack, and by ordering that, you got a signed print with it, and I did want a signed print for my collection. I could have then just got what I'm about to show you and not got that, but because it was purple and white, I wanted that as well. So yeah, this is a deluxe book pack featuring the album in gold and purple marble vinyl and a 32-page spread of rare behind-the-scenes photos capturing one of the decade's most iconic album covers. So yeah, it's a nice hardback embossed book. So the print came separately in the packing. Unfortunately, it's a nice big print and nicely signed, but because of the size of it, they've had to fold it in the middle, which is shit, really. I'd rather it would have been a smaller, just a normal A4 print or 10 by 8 or something like that, and not have to be folded. It's a really nice print, but it's always going to be damaged. But yeah, that's the signature. So I am, as I say, it came separately, but I'm keeping it in the book, so at least that will protect it as much as it can. But yeah, as the description says, there's sort of little lyrics and a few quotes and what have you, but it's just outtakes basically from the album cover shoot of Taylor Momsen in body paint and not much else. And again, very nice it is too. And then in the back is the vinyl. So yeah, gold and purple marble. And again, the purple is sort of spread throughout the gold, so it's sort of a goldy purple rather than a gold with just flecks of purple in it. And again, I would have liked the marbling to be a bit more prevalent, but again, I like it. So back to the slice of vinyl, and there's some more pre-loved. So these are all albums I own in one form or another, but couldn't resist picking up. So I've watched, if you watch my DVD and Blu-ray update, I mentioned on there that I finally got around to watching the DVD aspect of the complete Funboy 3 CD and DVD box set or book set that I bought, and that sort of rekindled my love of Terry Hall. You saw on last month's video that I picked up the Specials' first 2 albums. I have Funboy 3 Best Of on vinyl, and as I say, I've got this CD box set, but when I saw this I thought, oh, sod it. So this is Funboy 3's first album on vinyl. So as I say, I've got this on CD, but I will get their 2 albums on vinyl as well. So this has got the Lunatics taking over the asylum. Take what you do, it's the way that you do it. The telephone always rings. And various others on there. On the Chrysalis. And it's in really good condition as well. Yeah, not a mark on it. And that was, what was it, £12, so it would have cost me £10.80. And then I picked up 3 Prince albums, because I can't resist picking up Prince albums. So they're all albums I've got. One of them I got for a particular reason, and one of them I didn't know until I got home, but I'm glad I picked up because there's some nice little extras in there. And the third one, again, there is a bit of reasoning behind it. But this is Love Sexy, which coincidentally was the first album I ever bought from a slice of vinyl many years ago now. So this was £15, so £13.50. But it's a nice copy. The inner sleeve's a bit beat up, unfortunately. But the actual vinyl itself is, double checking, yeah, pretty much mint. But when I was looking at this one, when I got it home, I thought, oh, what's that inside the sleeve? And there's some nice press cuttings that have been stuck in there by the previous owner, which I haven't properly looked at. So what have we got here? So this is a review of Prince on the Love Sexy tour at Wembley Arena. The caption, Prince, Michael Jackson for grown-ups. Not quite sure where this is from. Enemy or Melody Maker, I would have thought. We have another live review by the looks of it. Ian Botham of Rock. Yeah. Another live review of Prince at Wembley Stadium. No, Wembley Arena rather. Yeah, and another. And it reviews the after show at the Camden Palace as well. And then a review of the album by the looks of it. Yeah. yeah, so it'll be interesting reading those as I listen to the album. See why they're all folded now. Then also £15, so £13.50 to me, is Parade, and I picked this up because it's got a nice hype sticker on it, which I don't have on any of my other copies. Music from Warner Brothers motion picture Under the Cherry Moon, featuring the hit singles Kiss, Mountains, Girls and Boys. So yeah, nice to have that. I did give away a copy of this to Jimmy Barnes as well, so I needed to replace that. Again, the inner sleeve's a bit beat up, but again, vinyl wise, some very, very light marks on the second side, but nothing that should affect play. And then the third Prince release was 1999. So I didn't have a original 80s pressing of this until I went to stay with my dad last year, and I picked up a copy. Was it last year? No, it was the year before, wasn't it? 2023. And I picked up a copy then in a record shop in Cheltenham. Do I mean Cheltenham? Yeah, I think I do, don't I? If I don't, I'll put it on the screen. But anyway. Although the copy played fine, the sleeve wasn't in the best condition, and the inner sleeves had a lot of damage to them. It looked like they sort of almost mould on them. So that's why I picked up this. So this was $25. So that would have cost me $22.50. But yeah, this is in much better condition. And again, the vinyl. That one's immaculate. It does help that these are polyline sleeves that it originally came with. Yeah. Near mint on that one. And it has, for some reason, 2 copies of the inserts that came with the album. So this isn't a 1982 release. When it came out in 1982, first of all, it came out as a single album anyway, which I do have a copy of. Well, 2 copies of, an original and a Record Store Day reissue. But this is the 1986, I was going to say 84, I think, reissue, sort of capitalising on the post-Purple Rain success. Another new bit of vinyl, again bought from a Slice of Vinyl. So this is the new The Jam BBC collection. Live radio broadcast. So I'm not quite sure of the legitimacy of this. Whether it's... I think it's one of these, borderline releases, to be honest. Not sure it's officially approved by the Jam or the BBC. Licensed from Flummy Entertainment, something, I don't know. I'm not quite sure, but it's $14.99. And it's just full of Jam songs performed at the BBC. Anyway. But yeah, on 180 gram heavyweight vinyl. I must admit, when it came up for pre-order, I thought it was a proper release, if you like, but as I say, it does use the proper BBC logo, so it might have some legitimacy. I don't know, but I'm not bothered, and especially about price. So this album is a soundtrack album that I bought from Invader Records, who released it. And I basically bought this for the autograph. I know nothing about this film. I will probably watch it if I get the opportunity. In fact, I will if I get the opportunity. This is a soundtrack to the film Time Stalker, which is a film by Alice Lowe. So I really enjoy Alice Lowe's work. She was in Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. She wrote and starred and directed Prevenge and a few other films. She's just a real talent who doesn't get the credit she deserves. And she did a signing for Invader, and they had some excess copies, so I bought one. So, signed by Alice Lowe. So from what I can gather, part of the plot of this film is a time travel film. Is sort of a new romantic-y type band called Toy Drum. With the fictional lead singer Alex Phoenix, played by Anuri Bernard, or however you say his name. And I think this is the songs by that band. There might be proper soundtrack music as well. I haven't listened to it yet. As I say, I bought it mainly for the autograph. But it's on a nice pink vinyl as well. And it wasn't overly expensive. I think it was 25-ish, including postage. Might be slightly wrong there. But it was worth it to me, as I say, for the autograph. Speaking of autographs, last two. This is a release that came out on the 28th. And this is the debut album by Kate Hudson, the actress, daughter of Goldie Hawn and why is his name gone out of my head? Kurt Russell. Yeah. So this is $24.99 from a slice of vinyl. And again, I haven't listened to it. I don't know what the music is like. It could well be excellent. I'm sure it won't be terrible. But again, I got it mainly because Slice of Vinyl managed to get some signed prints to go with the album, which were very limited. And that's a signed print. And the album itself, it's just on black vinyl, but it's a nice gatefold sleeve. Lyric inner with credits. I'll say custom black vinyl, custom labels. And this is only just registered with me. Coincidentally, because I hope my memory's right, and I am remembering it, I believe she is or was or has been in a relationship with Chris Robinson from the Black Crowes. Is that his name? I think it is. But yeah, I picked up, he took in a collection that had loads of, it was sort of lots of 12 inches by a handful of bands, and one of them was the Black Crowes, and one of them was Hard to Handle, which is the only Black Crowes song that I am aware that I really like. I haven't never really had any desire to get any of their albums or anything, but I do love their version of Hard to Handle. So for £10, so £9 with my discount, I picked up this 12-inch. There was a shaped 7-inch with stand in there for Hard to Handle as well, but A, they're a bugger to store, and B, hopefully a 12-inch, the sound quality might be a bit better. I mean, as good as a picture disc can ever sound, but I think it was slightly more chance with a 12-inch. Apologies, handheld, close up, no mic. Just realised I missed a 7-inch single. This I also bought in Slice of Vinyl sale. I've been dithering over this for a while. This is the 7-inch of The Last Dinner Party's Nothing Matters on crystal clear 7-inch vinyl. So it's got Nothing Matters on the A side and Nothing Matters acoustic on the B side. Great track, lovely album. So yeah, £7 reduced from £12.99. Nice crystal clear 7-inch. Again, apologies for this nonsense. But yeah, there you go. That are good English, Martin. That be those be that's my pickups on vinyl for February 2025. This is for 1st of March, and I've already got 4 records that have just been delivered, so I'll definitely have stuff to show you in March. As I say, I hope to get a few more videos done. It's my birthday on the 11th. 50! So I will be doing hopefully a haul video for that at least. I will definitely be doing another DVD and Blu-ray update. I will definitely be doing a CD update. By saying this, it means I'm committing to doing them. So I might even do an autograph update. We shall see. Hopefully we'll get a Martin Meets recorded, possibly 2, depends how my birthday goes. All may or may not be revealed there. I've sort of got an inkling for a couple of videos tied in with my birthday, since it's a big one as well, which again, I'm not going to spoil or say I'm definitely doing, because God knows what will happen. But touch wood, those will happen as well. But yeah, anyway, enough waffle. This video's long enough anyway. Thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye.